your legs media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up. We are back and we are about to get into this, getting into 2024. And the headline is World Champion Mathieu van der Poel spits at cyclocross fans. So before I even get into Mathieu and what he did, I'm a bit, part of me is like, to tell a person to temper their behavior when everyone, the people that they're dealing with are misbehaving, and then you tell another person to temper their behavior. So a young lady sent a Instagram message in. So let's get into this. So it says, World Champion Mathieu van der Poel spits at cyclocross fans. So what happened? And then when I did see it, they played it back. When I was watching, I was like, oh, what? Like as he's riding across, he like just hurls a big one at them. So then it came back later, like the commentator asked him what happened and stuff, and he said that he's just had enough. He's had enough of the booing, and that's all he mentioned. He just mentioned the booing. He didn't mention anything else. But then a young lady texted in, and she said that basically the guys that he spat on, they were throwing beer. They were like, they had cups of urine in them, and they like were mixing it and with the beer and throwing it at Mathieu when he was coming across. They must have did it once or twice, and on the last lap he had just had enough. And he's a human being. How much? So if someone throws pee or urine on you, what are you gonna do? Are you going to just like, okay, like I'm the bigger person, I forgive you? Not me. No way. I actually had an incident this morning. I lost my cool. I do my walks in this really big park next to me. I'm able to get like a 7-mile walk in. And right at the end of my walk, I'm all good. There's a lot of people that walk dogs there. And right at the end of my walk, I'm walking and I see a lady. So I say good morning. I can see her getting out with the dogs and everything. So I'm trying to get in front of her, like, because she's coming out. And if I get past wherever she's at quickly, then she can walk her dogs and she don't have to, But she saw me and she persisted to walk. So I said, okay, cool. Just walk, Ines. Just walk. And one dog was on a leash and 2 dogs weren't. And as I walked past the one dog, the dog that was loose, I can hear him behind me all of a sudden. Ruff, 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 ruff. And I lost it. I just like, put your effing dog on a leash. What the flip is wrong with you? You see somebody walking and then, one of the gentlemen was like, stop to the dog, and the dog stopped. I have a stick that I carry with me, like a telescoping pole that I carry with me, because a lot of people walk dogs, and I usually have it in my hand, and I didn't. I had it in my back pocket. So it would have been of no use to me. So like that was me losing it. So that was just an example of me losing it. So for Mathieu van der Poel, and then he has to deal with it pretty much at every race. So if you go back to, I believe it's Digham. It's Digham, and there's another race. The guys, like, he's coming across. Walt is going across, and they're like, yay. And then Matthew's going across, and they're not just booing. They're making rude, like, sexual gestures with their hand. Like, as he comes across, like, in the UK, we would call him, like, a wanker. So basically that's what it was looking like, the hand action that they were doing and stuff as he was coming across, and they were doing it all in his face and screaming and shouting and stuff. It's one thing to just have people like, but most of these guys have been drinking, they're full of alcohol, and it can't be nice at all. So at some point, like, when are the fans going to be accountable? So Mathieu got fined for assault. So when they threw the beer and the urine on him, was that not assault as well? So, but we're gonna as we get like deeper into this and more stuff comes out. So obviously people are gonna respond. So we're gonna see if the message on the IG from the girl was factual, and if it was factual, that's just not on. It's just not on. It's just not cool. And people just need to temper their behavior and understand, like guys like Mathieu, Walt, Pitcock, these guys work really hard to be the best athletes that they can be. And they do it for your entertainment. They do it for the fans' entertainment. So they can come there, have a good time, go to the beer tent, scream for their favorites, and get upset and get happy and get sad and, go through the emotions if the guy won, if the guy lost. They do it for you. They work really hard for you. And for people to behave like that, like it takes a lot for, like, and Matthew's a really, like, when you see him and he's talking, he's really calm, he's really collected. Even when he was talking to the reporter, explaining what was going on, he wasn't shouting and he wasn't angry. He's just like, I'm just heading out for the booing. He just plain and simple. He's like, I'm just heading out for the booing. And you have to feel for the brother. And I'm just hoping that the fans get better, that the UCI or the people who are organizing the races, go out there and talk to the fans. It's like, yo, this is not on. This is not on. And if the fans are doing something, what the riders need to do during the race, if they can, it might be pretty difficult, but shout to the officials, like, at a certain place, like something's happening and stuff, and, get it addressed. But yeah, that's not on. So then the whole thing is like in this particular article. So yes, Van der Poel spits, he reacts, and this is like the second time that he's actually reacted to something. When he went to the World Championships in Australia, he was one of the favorites on that course to win. And when he went there, like the night before that he was due to race, some folks found his hotel, and then like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, they were running up to his door and banging on his door to wake him up and stuff, and really just just ruined his rest. And then he like sort of like waited, and then he actually caught the two that were doing it, and he pushed one and he grabbed one, like, because he's furious. It's like these guys prepared their whole lives for this moment, for these moments, and to have people like to do that. And then he got in trouble for pushing one of the girls, like, just a shove, like, you it's like, if you want to play with big men, well, you get big men results. If you don't want that, you don't step into the ring with the lion. You don't step in a cage with the lion. And it's weird. It's I don't care what the age is. The consequences are consequences, and today no one has to face consequences for anything, nothing at all. So how you go to the man's door and bang on his door at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's got like almost a 200-mile race to ride the next day? That's just and nothing. I haven't heard any. I'm gonna dive into that. I need to find out what happened to the young ladies that were being so obnoxious and rude. What happened to them? I would love to interview them and talk to them, because I would not be nice. Would not be nice at all. So like, and then I was saying that to say that they put that in the story. So it says world champion Mathieu Van der Poel spits at cyclocross fans, but then they recounted. They recounted. No, is it no recounted? Recapped. They rehashed. There you go. They rehashed his story. My goodness, the words in this. They rehashed the story of him, like, like now it's like they're trying to turn him into this villain. Leave the man alone. Stop poking the bear. And you keep like just gently tapping somebody in the back of the head, like tap, tap, tap. After a while, they're gonna turn around and like, yo, leave me the flip alone, and probably give you a good wallop. So hey, whatever, it is what it is. Anyway, remember to tap into Supacolour. Those are the guys that do my logos. They do my logos. They do great work. And then Vice Card, link is in the description. Check out Vice Card, the last business card you would ever buy. You don't need anything else. Vice Card, last business card you would ever buy. And check out Supacolour. These guys make some just amazing heat transfers for, like, this is what this is. This is heat transfer. and then I had to get a heat press machine, and yeah, it's on and popping. We're gonna be pumping them up. So remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. And that's Mathieu van der Poel, my man Mathieu. I don't even care what the thing says. Let me get this off the screen. Get that off the screen. You know, Mathieu, don't let you do you like that. Just put that up there. And yeah. So for Mathieu van der Poel, another win under his belt. So he actually hung out with the guys for a little bit, like 2 or 3 laps. He hung out with the guys, but then he said he was making too many mistakes behind the, just riding like the second and third and fourth wheel. And, he didn't want to get caught up in any incidents. So then he just went to the front and rode his little race so he can find the best lines and ride a clean line. And once he went to the front, that was it. All she wrote. He was out. That was an amazing day of racing. So big up to Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, Tom Pickard, Lars van der Haar. I think it's Joris. Yeah, I think Joris Newhouse was the second place rider. I think it was Joris. Yeah, it was Joris. I can go and double check if I was wrong. Sometimes I am. But anyway, peace out, people. It's 2024. Are we going into 2024? And alrighty. I see ya. I see you, one of them people that just getting started because it's 2024. You should have started a long time ago, and you know this. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications, and we will catch you on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Seven Year Legs Media, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up.